Good afternoon and welcome to Top Prime Media News at 1 p.m. My name is Masita. President William Ruto has strongly condemned the recent strikes targeting the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Oman, Kuwait, Jordan, and Bahrain amid the escalating conflict in the Middle East. President William Ruto says Kenya stands firmly for the peace, dialogue, and respect for the international law, warning that the expanding hostilities pose a serious threat on the regional and global stability. In an official statement, President William Ruto expressed deep concern over the widening scope of the conflict, noting that the attacks on sovereign nations risk drawing more countries into an already volatile situation. Kenya, he said, condemns any action that undermines territorial integrity, endangers the civilian lives, and destabilizes the broader Middle East region. The president emphasized that the continued military escalation would disrupt the global economic systems, including energy supply chains, trade routes, and international security cooperation. He called on all parties involved to exercise restraint and prioritize diplomatic engagement over confrontation. And the little hand's heavy goodbye as the Johanna Ngeno's daughter signs her father's condolence book in a heartbreaking moment without her realizing that her father is gone forever. In a moment that has touched hearts across the nation, the young daughter of the late Member of Parliament, Johanna Ngeno, signed her father's condolence book with a quiet innocence, unaware that he is gone forever. The image of her small handwriting in a farewell, without fully understanding the weight of that moment, has become a powerful symbol of grief, love, and the silence of pain behind the sudden loss. The late MP Johanna Ngeno passed away unexpectedly, leaving behind a grieving family, constituents, colleagues, and friends, and among those mourning him in his younger daughter, too young to comprehend the permanence of death. During a memorial gathering held in his honor, family members and friends gathered to pay their last respects, and it was there that the little girl approached the condolence book. And may his soul rest in peace alongside those who were also involved in that very fatal accident. And in the Kajiado politics, the political analyst Samuel Eletzi has called on Kajiado leaders to put aside personal interests and focus on unity and development, warning that internal wrangles could derail progress in the fast-growing county. Speaking during a morning interview at the Top Prime Media with Caleb Musyoki, Eltezi urged elected leaders to prioritize service delivery over political rivalries. He also emphasized the need for collaboration across the party lines, especially as the Kajiado continues to experience rapid urban growth and increased public expectations.
So we need to have a culture of lobbying. We need to have a culture of honoring our leaders. You understand? Hata kuna watu wengine niliona wana try to pit our faction against Olelenku. No, jeshi ya Kato, team Kato, we are not against. We are not fighting Olelenku. We don't have no. Olelenku has been the governor for 9 years, and he has done what he has done. What we are just saying is tunashukuru sana kwa ile ambayo ulikuwa pale. Sasa ni wakati wa mtu mwingine
ambayo kwa laini ya simu.
Strengthen grassroots engagement, noting that residents are increasingly demanding accountability, transparency, and tangible development outcomes. He pointed to concerns over infrastructure, healthcare services, land management, and youth empowerment as areas requiring urgent and coordinated leadership. In a pointed remark, the analyst cautioned that the electorate is becoming more politically aware and will hold leaders accountable for the unmet promises. The remarks came The remarks come amid heightened political activity in Kajiado County, where the early agreements and strategies discussions are already shaping the local leadership landscape.
Support Khartoum. Second of all, for the youth of Kitengela, there has to be people who seek solutions. We have Kato, and at least tuko na jeshi ya Kato sahi, so you can approach me, don't be afraid, tell me what your ideas are, and if they are viable, we are going to see how we move forward. And this jeshi so that we are on the ground and we touch base with the ground. So when you see me post.
The police are investigating a brutal wholesale murder in Tharaka Nithi County, where a second-year engineering student at Chuka University has been found murdered in his hostel room in Ndagani, Tharaka Nithi County, over the weekend, in a shocking incident that has left students and residents reeling. According to a police report, the body of Kelvin Sigei was discovered over Saturday at around 11:30 a.m. at Rovin's hostels, about 2 kilometers northwest of Chuka police stations. Police say that the incident was reported by the university's head of security, Ibrahim Mulinge, after the information emerged that a student has been found unresponsive inside his room. And 2 people have been confirmed dead following a horrific road crash involving a long trailer truck along Mombasa Road between Athi River and the entrance of Daystar University. The fatal accident occurred earlier today, triggering heavy traffic congestion in the area as emergency responders moved to the scene. The impact of the crash left 2 people dead on the spot. Motorists using the busy highway are currently experiencing significant delays, with traffic building up in the both directions. Authorities are urging drivers to exercise extreme caution when approaching the area and to consider using alternative routes to ease the congestion. And on the business news today, the Central Bank of Kenya has approved a new M-Pesa privacy update that will hide customers' full phone numbers in a merchant payment messages. Under the changes, when customers pay through Lipa na M-Pesa, including till and paybill numbers, merchants will now see only the sender's first name and a partially masked number. The move is aimed at protecting user data and reducing fraud, including unsolicited marketing and misuse of personal information. The update affects services operated by Safaricom, which must first carry out customer education before the rollout. And on the international news, as the Iran-Ukrainian war continues is still ongoing with the massive destruction of properties and great loss of lives, U.S. President Donald Trump warns Iran not to carry out a major attack today, saying the U.S. will respond with a force never seen before if Iran strikes. This comes after U.S. and Israel launched the most ambitious attack on Iran in decades, where Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was killed in the operation. At least 31 people have been killed, 149 others wounded in Lebanon strikes. Israel threatens March further attacks following the Hezbollah rocket fire. And with that we conclude our 1 p.m. news. Remember to follow us on our verified Facebook page for more up-to-date news stories. My name is Faith Masita. Continue tuning in to Top Prime Media. Thank you.